One day my pastor called me and he asked me what I think about this guy. I said, he's okay. Just like that, oh, no much this thing. Next thing I hear is that they are coming to our house for Ekwaka. We didn't even take much time. Oh. Immediately after that Ekwaka, next thing is to put date for Ibankwa. I wouldn't call it love because I don't even know what love means. I and my husband didn't date. We met in the church, but I didn't know that he had his eyes on me. Before I knew what was going on, he had already went through our pastor.
No, they judge, everybody get faced. But I don't just broad and place. No filters, no lies, just real life talk.
My name is Mrs. Hannah Peters. Okay. I was born in River State, Ahoda to be precise. So, but because my parents were pastors, so we were moving from state to state. So I was brought up in Delta State, and I was also brought up in Obaru. So let's say, but finally, I grew up in Oka. It wasn't funny. Oh. It wasn't funny because there are so many restrictions. You understand? Get? So, but we are kind of adjusting to the moment. So you don't get to go out. You don't get to have much friends. In fact, you don't even get to wear trousers. So
did it affect the way you see men?
no, no, because let me say that immediately after my primary school, I left my parents to live with my siblings. So living with them kind of give me that exposure a little bit. So that was where I started making some friends. So meeting people. So it didn't affect me. Yes, so
Tell us about it.
you dare not you dare not speak to a guy like you dare not like greet have male friend. You don't bring male friend home or you meet with male friend around the area. No. You know, the thing about being strict is that it helps a little bit because it helps, but it also disorganized the brains of those teenagers. Because if you're too strict, they will be too timid, like they don't have that experience. They don't get to go out, meet friends, get experienced with life. You understand? But you be strict a little to caution them, to bring them back, to teach them the way. Like if you like for me as I for instance now, I'm a mother and my kids are now growing up. They're now teenagers, some are teenagers. I call them as my friends. I sit them down. I talk to them. I tell them that you see this kind of life, if you live it, you will regret it later. But I'm not stopping you from making friends. I'm not stopping you from talking to. If you are a girl, you can have male friend. If you are a guy, you can have female friend. But let there be limits to that. Some of my kids, they have their friends' number. They call them, they chat with them. Even if their friends visit our house, you understand? They talk and leave. That's how free you should leave your children, so that they will experience world. Because if you don't give them that attention and freedom, they will sneak out. It will make them go out behind your back and do the worst. You understand? So that is why it's good. If you're protecting your children, if you're being strict, know when to cut it so that it will help them. My father was an old soldier. So because I was the last born, I didn't experience much of his strictness, if there's a word like that. So, but I saw how he treated my older ones. If you go out without him knowing about it, omo, that day if you come back, he will just tie you. He will tie you with chain, and you will be there, no water, no food, until you learn your lesson. So he was that strict. He was that strict. All of us were scared of him. But as time goes on, I started learning some things about him. He wanted us to grow as responsible children. He doesn't want us to go astray. He wants us to live that godly life, that so that when we go out and when people see us, they will say that yes, this is the children. That's we are his children, pastor's children. That we shouldn't misbehave outside. We should be worthy of emulation. Understand? So that's it. There was nothing much back then, you know. We didn't even date. I and my husband didn't date. We met in the church. Even when I first saw him, I didn't even care. I didn't even look his way. But I didn't know that he had his eyes on me. Because before I knew what was going on, he had already went through our pastor, told him everything, that he's interested. But jokingly, he was telling me one day that, in fact, I'm already grown, that I should do fast so that they will come and drink wine on my head. I was like, please allow me. So we just laughed about it and go. So as time goes on, he started coming close. He requested for my number. I was reluctant though, because I wasn't all into men because of the way I was brought up. So, but the reason I started allowing him close was one day my pastor called me and he asked me what I think about this guy. I said, he's okay. So he now said that he's saying something about coming to my side. I said, I laughed because I was a little bit naive. I don't understand all those things. So, but when I gave him my number, we started talking. Just like that, though, no much this thing. Next thing I hear is that they are coming to our house for a kwaka, something like that. I was surprised. I said, well, I liked him as a human being, as a guy, but my mind no too dey for marriage thing that time. But seeing the way he was all that caring, when he calls me, he's that calm and caring. So I started developing likeness. I wouldn't call it love because I don't even know what love means. So, but as time goes on, we didn't even take much time. Oh. Immediately after that, Ekwaka, next thing is to put date for Ibankwa. That's how everything.
Within how many
Boom.
months?
Did it even reach months? Not sure. Because it didn't take much time. It didn't take much time. And that's
So
how it went for us. I don't know about others, so, but this one is just my own experience. Sometimes it works for some people, sometimes it doesn't work for some people. So, what is there? The thing that is there is that wherever you see the man for you and you talk and it's like the both of you agrees on this, and you are free to go ahead with it. There's nothing wrong because too much of dating sometimes is even it causes the relationship to sour sometimes. Because I've seen so many people that dated for about 17 years, if not more than, but they just got married 2 months, they will divorce. So it's not all about dating.
so did you not date your husband?
Yes, I said that I didn't date him. I didn't date. It didn't take much now.
Like how many months?
Let me just say 2 months. Let me just say 2 months. It didn't take much.
Yeah. So you trusted him?
I don't know, because the pastor recommended him and we prayed about it and they see that he is the one for me. So because we have that belief that if this person is the one for you and they see it spiritually that it's going to work, so who are we to reject or say no? So, and it really worked. We have been married for over 16 years now
With how many kids?
with 5 kids, cute kids.
That's nice.
Men, billing. I'm seeing this nowadays girls like it's like they're overbilling. That's just it. They're overbilling, and some guys will see you as, oh, this is what you are. Like, okay, if I marry you in now, you will just build the hell out of me. You understand? Because if a girl is not contented with what she has, when she come in, maybe some are like that. I'm not just saying anybody. Maybe some people will come in and ruin everything. Once there is that money, if she comes in and that money finishes, she will just jackpot. So some guys are like, this person that is overbilling me right now that we are still dating, what now happens when I get married to her? That means if I no get money, she go just leave me go. So some guys are just scared about that.
So
That's one of the reasons though. Billing. It's because things nowadays, you know, as the world is turning into what I don't understand. Every girl nowadays wants to have a hair, expensive hair, iPhone 17, all these big things. Like, they want to be like this celebrity. They want to be like this big name. They don't care where the money is coming from or how the money is being made. All they need is that money. They want to spend it. They need their body to be be silky like milk. They like, they want to spend. You understand? So that's why what they need is that person that is giving them real cash, big cash. They don't even care how the money is being made. So
Do you think that's a problem, or we just have to live with it?
it's causing real big problem. Oh.
So what's the way
It's
forward?
breaking homes. It's breaking homes because if you're thinking of high things that you need for yourself, how much are you making? How much are you making for yourself? If you're not making up to 1 million and your demand is above 1 million, what do you think? You want to reap where you did not sow. Okay, when you start billing that guy of such amount, that man might even be suffering and be making that money. Maybe his salary is not even up to 200,000 and you're billing him of a phone worth 1 point something million. What will be his fate? What will he be thinking about of you? So you see, it's a real big problem. Billing their father, if they bill their father, if their father gives them, but billing your boyfriend or your husband is out of it. Is out of it because it will cause you problem. Your father might overlook it if he has the money. Dangote or Tadela them. If their kids demand something from them, you understand, and they have the money, they will give them. Yes, they won't have any problem. They will just spend lavishly on their children. But for your man that you want to live with that person for the rest of your life, you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, you have to cut down. You need to use your sense. Understand? Make sure you know how the guy is making that money and how much is his earnings before you start billing.
Be straightforward, be truthful.
Guys,
Or you feel like guys that build girls are jobless?
yes, sometimes if guy is billing girls, that means you don't have something doing on your own. You're kind of useless, if I may use that word, because you are the man of the house. Yes, I'm not saying that girls should because of that bill guys, but you should be the one to provide. You understand? The girls, I mean the ladies are to support you. You billing the lady now is in some places that I've witnessed that such thing is when that guy just wants to do the girl and go. Or the guy is totally lazy. He doesn't want to work.
So the guy should not be a lady.
They shouldn't. They are just losing their self-respect by billing ladies. Because if you're billing a lady and that lady is giving out to you, it will turn to insult. She will just start using it against you. You will not even have a word of your own. Like you cannot stand as a man and talk and in holes. You understand? That lady will be the head now. She will now be the one to order you around. Bia, Emeka, go and buy this thing. Bia, Emeka, have you swept there? Like something like that. That dating, ladies are to even help you psychologically and otherwise. Even if they're not giving you money as in cash, they can suggest for you what you can do that will help you grow more. They will be there to help you, if you want to. Like a good lady will not allow you make mistake. If you want to invest, that good lady will be there to caution you on how they are there to advise you as their man.
So
You
that's
understand?
what ladies bring to the
They,
table.
yes, but they can also add something. If that guy need help, like let me use for instance now, if he's a businessman and the business kind of have issue or this thing, if that lady is buoyant enough to support, yes, willingly she can give out, say, hold, use this and support your business. That's what she would do, not the man. If you, who will now date the broke girls now? If you don't date, you will date the broke girls, but if they don't get money, that's why when I said they will be there to suggest for you what to do. You understand? They will help you psychologically. You know, yes, they will date broke girls. No, be firewood. They will date. They will date broke girls. Besides, Bible said that the women are to help. That is why Adam was created first and Eve was created later, just to be his supporter. No, I don't believe that they are both equal in the sense of
Provision.
provision and how do I put it? They're not equal because that man is still the head. He still have the final say. The woman is there to give her opinion. She's there to suggest. But if the man disagrees, she can't do otherwise. She cannot fight. She can't come and start raising her shoulder that they are the same. God that created man as a man and now created woman to be a supporter, he did not make any mistake. Understand? For me, from the beginning to end, I no get any male supporter or anybody. It's just me and my husband. You understand? We just started like that. It was tough. It was tough because building up a family is not a child. It's not a child's play. So it was tough, but we managed. If I start to tell you how rough it was, I don't think we will go from here today. But all thanks be to God because everything gets to normal. Understand?
Okay.
So it wasn't easy at all. It does at times. Mostly it does because if you are the type of person that mingles much, like you like to groove, you like to, party, club, all those things. Once you're married, it will be hard unless your husband is that kind of person that is also clubbing. Even said some husband self will be that kind of person that loves to club, but you dare not leave that house. He will be the one to club and go outside and come back. Understand? But not for ladies. So it limits a woman. Once you're married, there's so many things you will cut off. It's just you and your family, your kids, your husband, your family members. The thing is, it all depends on the person's choice. It's a life decision that if you decide on what you do, once you're an adult, you have the right to have your own opinion and decide on how your life should be. If you know that is this career that you want to chase, please do go ahead, chase it. Then, if you know that you want to get married, that's even better because if you marry early, if it's good for you, if you marry early and it works for you, it's perfect because once you get married and train up your children, you are free. You understand? So, but for those that want to chase their career is also good, because once you have something doing, you have your power. But I noticed that some guys say they fear people where they get too much career.
Really?
Yes, some will say, I can't go close to this person, is bigger than me now. You understand? So if you're chasing your career, don't not too focus on that. Think also your life, your future, maritally, what it will be, so that you don't lose. If you're because there's a time when a lady will stay and didn't get married. The lady will be frustrated. You understand? She'll be frustrated. So she'll feel lonely, because people that she's looking up to, those people that have already gone behind and she's still there. So if you're chasing your career, chase that career, then draw back and look down and see what you can do for your life and get married. Men, they cheat. They cheat more.
Really?
Yes, they cheat more because they feel like that they are polygamous in nature. That they can marry as much wife as they want. They can even do it openly. But if a lady cheats, she must have a reason for that. And she does it secretly. You understand? She doesn't go all open, showing yes, so I cheat or I did. But you come up to a guy and he will all be so proud that yes, or manuzo or fuan, a little no, a little egusi, something like that. But it's not normal. I'm already training them. They shouldn't go or marry above one. Let me not say two, just one. They should just marry one wife. They shouldn't cheat. There's no gain. Sometimes all these things, they scatter family. They scatter family.
Would you encourage your child to marry too?
No,
I saw you
that
wanted
was
to
a
say
mistake. Was a slip of tongue. No, all my sons will just marry one wife.
two.
And they
Okay.
will stick to that. My young ladies, this thing called relationship is tough. It's not a bed of roses. But when you enjoy it as they pepper you, you will still enjoy it. But I'm not advising anybody to stay in a relationship that is abusive. Yes. If you're married to a man that used to beat you, please carry your bag, waka. And I dey tell my children, my girls, you can never live in a man's house that used to beat you. If that person beats you, that means that person no loves you. You understand? Because this kind of a thing has led to so many killings and suicides. You understand? A lady that wants to live in her husband's house because maybe she has already giving birth to children. She doesn't want to leave that children, and that marriage is abusive. That husband is beating you. He's beating the hell out of you every day and night. You're still there. Do you want to die? So many people have died because of this. So I encourage all these ladies, if you're married to an abusive husband, please go. Leave that place. It's not healthy for you. Then, those that are not yet married, please be calming down. If now overbilling they worry, please cut down. Cut down, because all these Gen Zs now, they have high hopes. They want to make it real big. They want to follow those with big cars. But you don't know how the money is made. Look down. Look for love. There is still love. There is still love. Me, we marry my husband. I don't know wetin be love, but eventually we developed it. I don't know if there is something like that now, but you can still find one. You can still find one. My name is Mrs. Hannah Nweke Peters, and this is Adult Gist. Please keep watching and subscribe. Thank you.
Sugar daddy just baby girl goes. Single or married with a break code. No, they judge, everybody get faced. On Adult Gist, now broadcast please. No filters, no lies, just real life talk.